All right, we're here with Johnny Ludden of Yahoo Sports, and you just hosted a panel on the sports beat reporter. And do you think the sports beat reporter is dead?
No, I don't think it's completely dead, but it's obviously changed a lot since back when, even going back 4 or 5 years ago when I covered the Spurs, it's changed a lot. But go back to when I first started covering the team in '98, '99, and it's changed dramatically. And one of the biggest things is there's less of an emphasis now, I think, on the actual game story reporting. And you see, at least from a national standpoint, there's so much. What drives traffic for us is player movement, trades, controversy, that kind of stuff, the behind the scenes, inner workings of the team. And then so you get, everybody consumes the game news right off the bat now. That night, it used to be you would wait until the morning to pick it up and read it in your newspaper. So that's changed a lot, but I still think the biggest thing, and this will never change, is that if you're a good beat reporter and you know the team inside and out, and you're able to give your audience, your readers, whether it's news, some type of writing, or good writing, then that's always going to be in demand, and people are always going to come back to read you.
Has it changed the way you write?
Yeah, it does somewhat. In terms of, I wouldn't say it changed so much the style of the writing. It's just how we do things, and a lot of times now, some of the biggest advertising dollars are in online video, and so you'll see us do more and more video things for Yahoo, which that was obviously non-existent back when I covered the Spurs. And you see beat writers for newspapers doing stuff like that. They'll have online blogs and online video blogs and stuff like that. And so that's changed, and I still think what makes a good story, that hasn't changed. So I don't think the writing style has changed as much as what we decide to cover and what we don't cover.
And some could argue that with Twitter, it's almost made the beat writer a little bit more important, and a really engaged beat writer, especially for fantasy purposes on Sunday morning. What are your thoughts on that?
No, that's exactly true. And we've found that one of my writers at Yahoo, Adrian Wojnarowski, we started a Twitter account for him about 3 years ago, and we didn't really know what we were doing, but we did it right around the draft. And so on the night of the draft, he kept breaking the news on which picks, who's picking what, who's picking whom, but he would do it in real time. As Stern's walking to announce the pick, Woj would have it before Stern, and so it swelled his followers. He just got so much traffic out of that, and we thought, well, this is a new way that we can communicate with the audience and stuff. And I think that's what hardcore sports fans are looking for. They want someone they can go to, whether it's news or whatever kind of information about the team, injuries, that kind of stuff, and they can depend on that person so that they will tweet that person, and it opens up a direct line of communication that maybe you didn't have before when beat writers were like newspaper only guys.